in that society, a cross stood for one thing and one thing only, death, in that society. And so, again, the seriousness of it, right? Okay, all right. Let's keep going, All right, so this is where we left off last week. I put up a scenario, and I made this scenario up. I made it up. It is not, I didn't take something that happened at Deep River or some congregation where I used to worship. I totally made it up. But I made it up to help us hopefully see some things as we then study more. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm going to read it again. And again, I totally made this up. Okay, so here it is. This is the scenario that I made up as we think about stumbling blocks. Here it goes. Tetro and his 4 cousins are originally from the nation Kumar. And by the way, there is no nation called Kumar. Made that up too. All right, made it up. They're from the nation Kumar, but have lived in the United States for the last 3 years, attending Carnegie Mellon University School of Engineering in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So we're talking about five people here, Tetro and his 4 cousins. The 5 cousins have enjoyed several key life-changing experiences while living in the United States. Number 1, they are all doing very well academically in their graduate school program. 2, they have established some close new friendships. And 3, they were all introduced to the gospel by a fellow classmate and were baptized into Christ 2 months later. Soon after graduation, the group of cousins relocated to Indiana to start new jobs with the same firm, engineering firm. They quickly identified a local congregation where they placed membership within just a few weeks of moving. A few months later, when they attended Sunday worship service, they noticed that 4 very large U.S. flags were now hanging in the sanctuary, one on each of the 4 walls. They were surprised to see them, as they had not been there before, and no announcements had been made previously about these flags being hung in the sanctuary. Made it up. Stay with me. This is about stumbling blocks. Pay attention to the words, though. The flags made the cousins very uncomfortable, but not because they were U.S. flags. In fact, they loved America and all of the benefits they experienced after moving to this country. They were uncomfortable because their home country of Kumar was a dictatorship nation that required its citizens to bow the knee to the leader and to the flag in reverence on the first Sunday of each month throughout the year. But through their studies of the Bible with their classmate, they learned that God is our King and the only one worthy to be worshiped. So for them, the presence of the flags was sinful, basically idol worship, and a painful reminder of the life they left behind when they gave their lives to Christ. Tetro and his cousins shared their concerns with a few members of the church and eventually with the leadership. And the question that I asked you, based off of this scenario, is how should the church handle this? And so you all, there were some different thoughts that were shared last week. And if you want to comment, if someone wants to comment now, if you weren't here last week, or if you have a new thought, happy to hear that. Ultimately,